So at first I
So you
just
self-taught yourself this
so
instrument, right?
At first I tried to get the chord chart from the internet.
Yeah.
With the chord chart I just start. Yeah, but after I played for a while, I noticed that I look from the YouTube. I think YouTube is very good resource. When when I look at YouTube, I noticed that wow, there are a few different ways of playing ukulele. So I decided I should go to Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. So
That was how many years after you learned the ukulele that you made your first trip to Hawaii?
I think a few months.
Just a few months?
Just a few months, and
what did you find?
I really like it.
Yeah.
No, because I learned a video from a guy called Jack Shimabukulo.
Oh yes, he's great.
Yeah, I think he is one of the greatest
Hawaiian, Japanese who was born and grew up in Hawaii, right? He's good.
Yeah, and I would like to learn from him.
You want to be just like him?
At that time, so I just bought a ticket and I go to Hawaii. And at the moment, I didn't know anyone there, so I just tried to find a ukulele store, and I just noticed the Jack's brother, Blues.
Right.
He teach ukulele in that store. And I noticed, I found the right the right place, and I asked him, "Where's Jack?" and they told me that Jack has been on his tour, performing.
Yeah.
And I noticed that his brother can teach as well. So his brother is my first teacher.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just start to learn from him, and I want to learn how to play, and also I want to learn how to teach.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before that I has been teaching, but I'm not sure whether my way is right or wrong. So I just want to know what is the good way, or proper way to learn and play ukulele.
That is great.
And since then, I think there are still lots of things to learn. So I made up my mind I should go there every year.
Really?
So since then, I go there twice a year.
Yeah?
Yeah. Summer and winter vacation. Each time I stayed about 1 month. And to learn as much as possible.
Wow. Well, after all, I mean, can I say you are the person who brought ukulele into Taiwan? Would you say you are?
No, I think before me there's someone, but I think I'm more aggressive than. Yeah.
Good for you. Well, actually, your business has turned into a family business.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad and your sister are helping you out with the store. Now, if it weren't for them, you wouldn't have been able to, teach, perform, and run the store at the same time.
Yeah, you're right.
Right now, you're able to focus on enjoying what you do. And I know that what you enjoy doing is playing it, performing for people, making people happy, and then teaching people how to learn this instrument.
Yeah.
So what has it been like teaching and promoting this instrument in Taiwan so far? What's been like? Share your feelings.
Yeah, I think at first, like 5 years ago, not many people know ukulele.
No.
Even in Shinju, I remember that I told you that I set a goal that within 6 months, if my salary can reach the certain amount, I will quit my job.
Right.
So a few days before I quit my job, I started my course in the science park. It's kind of like a community university. And 3 days ago, 3 days before I quit my job, I make a phone call to them. How many people have registered the course? And then the lady said, "Oh, only one." I was a bit nervous because only one cannot open the course.
I know.
So I started send me emails to many of my friends.
Oh, you did something?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
I sent the email to my friends who work in the science park.
Okay.
I asked them to promote the program for me.
Right.
So 3 days later, the lady said, "Okay, eight students have registered. Yeah, you can. It's the
From
minimum.
1 to 8. Okay.
It's the
eight's the
minimum.
minimum to open a class.
Yeah, and I was so happy because that day is the day that I quit my job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was so curious about why they came to join this course, and I just asked each individual person, and I think half of them they say they registered the wrong course because when they saw why it's so small.
Yeah.
Because before I didn't use ukulele, I used Hawaiian guitar.
That's different?
Yeah, because if I know that if I use ukulele, nobody will know that. But if I use Hawaiian, maybe
Oh.
they will think something positive.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
okay.
and-
It's a marketing technique, right?
Yeah, and I noticed that it works because some people say that I just saw it from Hawaii. It should be something happy. Yeah, so that's why. And when they noticed that it's so small, and some of them they just they doubt whether they wanna keep going. But I asked them, you can try to learn a few lessons. If you don't like it, you can drop it, no problem. Yeah, and after they learn one lesson, they feel that they are so good because they can play something for the first class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first class, and after that, more and more people join. And it's about a few months later, the lady in the office called me again,
Yeah.
and she said that someone complained about my course. And when people say something, they complain about something, I feel maybe I made some mistake.
Yeah.
So I asked, what's happened?
Yeah.
And the lady said that, because you in your class is too many people, so some of them cannot approach you.
Oh,
So they complain.
they can't sign in because.
And
too many-
they cannot approach me because in the class,
Oh. So,
maybe they complain they cannot ask too many questions because too many people.
so how many people did you have in your class then?
I think at that time we needed 30 students.
30.
30, yeah. So
There's
it's
one
from-
teacher to 30 students. So
Yeah.
obviously you can't give all the full attention to every one of the 30
Yeah,
students,
because
right?
it's not a long time. Only
That's not a
1.5 hour,
complaint.
yeah.
That's a praise.
Yeah, so at that time, I think, wow, it's growing. Yeah.
That is amazing. Now you go to Hawaii every month. Every year, twice
year,
every
yeah.
year. So, what new things has developed with this instrument? These 5 years they've been learning it. I know that there's this two-finger chord
Two-finger
style
technique, yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah, how has it developed now? I'm sure that this instrument has developed a lot more than Taiwan has, considering it started much earlier, like in Hawaii,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
know that it's promoting very big in Japan. So how have you seen developing over these years?
Okay, since I found ukulele, I just try to learn as much as possible, and also I want to learn how to make the good sound, the technique. So about 2 years ago, I went to Hawaii, and I attended an activity called Ukulele Picnic. It's one of the biggest ukulele event, and the event is held by the Japanese people. And from that event, I heard the very beautiful sound of ukulele.
But doesn't
And,
it matter on how good, how expensive the instrument is to make good sounds?
Yeah, actually it's matter. Yeah,
It
but
does, right?
From that event, I heard a very beautiful music, and so I approached the crowd, and I noticed that a guy with white hair,
Yeah.
he was playing, and I was so fascinated by his play. So
You were
I was standing there.
speechless.
Yeah, I was standing there to wait for the opportunity
To talk to him?
Yeah. And after the crowd
Dispersed?
dispersed, and I talked to him and say, "Can you teach me how to play this?" And he gave me his card. He said, "Okay, if you wanna learn, if you really want to learn, you can give me a call. So I call.
But wait. Where's he? He's in Hawaii,
Yeah, he's
right?
from Hawaii.
Okay.
His name is Kimo Hasi.
He's a true Hawaiian.
Yeah, and I think the way he plays is very unique.
Yeah.
Just only two finger. And I called him, and one day he just drove, and he picked me to a park to start to teach me.
You want to show us that two finger?
Oh yeah, only two.
Style? Yeah.
Maybe I play something.
Yeah. Oh, that is so beautiful. You know what's the other one that I really want to hear? It's like people always like to hear this song performed. Everybody challenges to make a good performance, and this one is Crazy G.
Okay, yeah. I like this one, yeah.
You like it too, right? So does
Yeah.
my husband. Everybody loves this song.
Yeah, I think there's a story behind this song.
Yeah. What's the story?
At first I started to promote ukulele. I think I should find a fancy song that or I can go everywhere and play. And the first time I went to the radio station to meet the general manager. And at the end of our conversation, I told him that I want to play a song for you.
Yeah?
It's Crazy G. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, hey, before you start,
Yeah.
maybe we should just sign off here and say goodbye. But what's your future plan? How do you want to go from here
Okay.
with what you're doing? I mean, your business already becoming big and great and successful, and you're making a lot of people happy.
Yeah, in the future, I think I will keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm so happy to know this instrument, and I've been thinking it's the gift from God. So I think I can travel the ukulele and spread happiness around the world. Yeah,
Around the world?
just like now I travel with my teacher a lot.
Yeah.
Like we just been to like Malaysia and China and Korea and the United States.
That's good.
Yeah, and in the future, I would like to carry it and
Wherever you
travel
go.
around the world. Yeah,
You're gonna keep playing at it until you can't play it anymore.
yeah, it's true. Yeah,
You're humble because you're still, even though you're becoming very popular in Taiwan, teaching and promoting this instrument, but you're still humble at the same time that you're still willing to learn. You take time out to go to Hawaii to learn, to promote, and then you come back and learn more stuff, and just wanting to do better and better, which is great.
Thank you.
Because you're not just only showing off yourself, but you still want to learn, keep on learning.
thank you. Yeah.
All right, well, you start playing Crazy G
Okay.
while I sign off and say goodbye to
Okay.
our audience.
Okay. Yeah, thank
Go
you.
ahead.
站着。
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, people. I'm Shirley Lin.
Okay, the last time. Thank you.